cigar in teeth. Jetpacks blaze through winter's wreath. Cuffs lock size, the hunt is on. Naughty list targets, soon they're gone. Satellites scan through the icy shroud. Spike strips fall, make the snow scream loud. Reindeer snipers locked inside.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Rusty Cups Podcast, police podcast. It's like a drunken ride along with your two good buddies, Rusty and Cups. Wow, that was an aggressive shot of a very nice scotch. I'm glad that you wasted that scotch so you could drink a Bud Heavy. Cups is wearing a shirt that says undiagnosed, but something ain't right, and it's a raccoon riding a rooster.
Hey, that raccoon is wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah, that's you're right. Something ain't right.
I need to do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, now after the day I've had, I'm gonna probably get pretty. By the time we get to the news, I will be slurring. That's for sure.
I'm not trying to get after it, but I'm trying to just bring my energy levels up because I was actually in bed a few minutes ago, and I was like, oh wait, I can't go to bed. I have to record a podcast.
Oh, I put my Christmas lights up in the dark, and then when I lit them up, I was like, oh, those look like shit. I get to redo those tomorrow. So that's fun. I got nothing to report as far as a cop week because I still haven't done shit. But I am going to go back between this episode and next episode. You had a really interesting week, but I want to apologize because we recorded last episode on Hitler Mustache Day, and we didn't even talk about it. And I'm so used to sitting across from you with your Hitler mustache that it just seemed like a normal day at the office. So
this is more than a Hitler mustache, okay? This is a little bit higher than that.
It's more racist?
It's like multiple toothbrushes stacked on top of each other.
That Hitler mustache got 7 million hairs. God damn it, we're never getting sponsors. All right, anyway. Yeah. Well, after we say something...
Listen, the only way you can become anti-Semite of the year is actually by just saying starving children is bad and doing children's songs. But, well, whatever. Miss Rachel is anti-Semite of the year, if you didn't know.
Oh, she is?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, what'd she say?
She said, stop starving children.
Stop starving children?
Yeah, apparently that's pretty anti-Semitic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't
know. All right, whatever. There we go. Yeah. So,
you wanted to apologize?
Yeah, so we just missed it. We missed Hitler Mustache Day. We do like a little happy Hitler Mustache Day. If you don't know, if you haven't listened to our old episodes,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's just the day after Movember where everybody shaves it down into a little Hitler for like 5 seconds, and they go, nope, still can't pull it off, and then they shave it all. Anyway, so that's the whole bottle of scotch.
Yeah,
all right,
we're doing it.
Yeah. So, I got nothing to report. Let's
I guess I'll start. I think I had 2 days of work this week, and
nobody wants to hear about work.
No. Right. The last day, the day I came back to work was actually great because we were just posted up on literally in front of this dude's house. We weren't trying to be sneaky or anything, but we in a tinted out, not cop car at all. Like let's say an off-brand, like just a bland ass Japanese or Korean sedan. Works great, especially when you murder it out and you're parked in the ghetto. This dude that we were looking for, he has an accomplice that we haven't completely nailed on. But he comes out of the house and we watch him go to the car that we know both of them use, and we're parked right in front of him and we're leaned back and we're like, oh fuck, he's gonna see us. He's gonna see us. He walks right by it, blabbing on the phone, be like, yo, blah, blah, talking, I'll meet you up in a few minutes, says the guy's name, and we're like, all right, perfect. Yeah, the other cops kind of make the spot hot, show up, and talk to the guy, because we didn't have anything on him at the time. But while he's distracted, we just drive down the block and loop around, and he walks by us again, talking to the guy. He's like, all right, the cops are here right now, I'll meet you up the block in a few minutes. So we're like, perfect. So we go back. I'm telling you, it tinted windows, it just tinted front windshield, everything, and just act like you belong works. And we ended up tying together a very nice case on this guy. But that was about it for my cop week. Now, the real interesting part of it, I went to Pat Watson's Tactical Lockpicking for Special Forces and Special Operations class. And it's a 3-day course about lockpicking, but also primarily about bypassing locks and doors. And there's multiple different, types of locks and stuff. And it was primarily taught towards guys that are a completely different skill set than me, blow me out of the water, and usually are doing very kinetic entries or stuff like that. But there are so many times where you can definitely bypass or defeat a lock in way less time than it even takes to kick it down a door.
Yeah, picking a lock is fun because it's like magic.
Yeah.
But most things you can kind of get past.
I learned a ton. I met some very, very cool people from a lot of different agencies, including some federal agencies. Everybody was very nice. Pat is an incredible instructor. His dog Arrow is a sweetheart. We had drinks 2 nights in a row and fantastic dinners. The food in the area was great. It was a bit of a drive up to New Jersey for it. But I highly recommend it if you're in any position of power in your department to reach out to Pat, and we'll put his website at the end of the show and
yeah, I'll put it all in like the show notes.
Yeah. He's teaching a couple different classes, I think, but this one is really the one that I think I felt like I was scratching more than the surface of lockpicking and getting a very good knowledge for a basis for not only like bypassing locks, defeating locks, but understanding the methodology to it, which helps with investigations too, because people are breaking into things, and I've even seen it in my job, primarily with like gym lockers. Like most gym locker locks are dog shit.
That's every time I go to the gym, I look at the lockers and I go, "We can get into that. I can get into that. I can get into that."
So I highly recommend you reach out to Pat Watson or just get his books. There's a ton of knowledge in there and a ton of stuff that applies to our jobs, especially if we have the reason or warrant or exigency to get into a door. You can get into them pretty fucking fast. Super cool class.
You know, and if you want to like open something up and look in it to see if it's worth going back and trying to get a warrant, you know, you can do that too.
Super cool class. Very hands-on. I've been to a lot of training with a lot of different agencies and other cops and all sorts of flavors of training. And cops are the same everywhere. They're like, "Can we get an early lunch? I'm bored," talking, sitting in their back, eyes glazed over, not paying attention. Every single one of these cops was engaged. Yes, they wanted to get out early. Yes, they wanted to go to lunch every day, multiple times a day. But they were engaged. It wasn't like the groans when somebody asked a question. Everybody was asking questions. Everybody was learning something. And I'm going to reiterate, Pat is an amazing instructor. Very humble, very friendly. Doesn't make you feel like a fucking retard. And is really interested in sharing this knowledge. So super duper cool. And it's too bad you didn't make it because we had so much fucking fun without you.
Yeah, man, it was really between taking the class and ended up divorced. And I was like,
yeah.
The divorce seems like it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I mean, I got a nice shed for you. I've told you that many times.
Yeah. And
We would insulate it.
No.
I already ran wires out to it.
I've got negative 40-degree sleeping bags. I'm not going to buy insulation.
Oh, no. Come on. The insulation's already out there. You could just sleep on it, though.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
not scratchy at all. All right. So, I guess people have asked us, well, they've asked me. Now they'll probably ask you, what's in your little kit?
Oh, yeah.
Well, now you've got a kit, right?
I do have a kit. There are some nice gifts that are... Pat sets you up with his book and a nice little kit.
Yeah. So I have my stuff here. You've got the stuff from the class.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how much crossover there is, and then if you've got like different shit, if I've got different shit. So
that is interesting.
This is going to be really good for the listeners.
Some pictures of this.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to.
Yeah, the listeners are going to love this. They can't.
So I
have way more fucking pics than me.
Yes, but I've been doing it a lot longer, and also I carried 2. This is the Covert Instruments Echelon kit with a couple things that I stuck in there.
Yeah.
But this kit, I carry this one more than anything just because it's a little smaller, but also because this is like my fun picks where I'm just like sitting in like the police cars, like picking shit. And then this is what I forgot, I think they called this like the Ranger thing from Sparrows. I liked the case because I knew I was going to have to put a bunch of crap in it.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit bigger. And this is the one that I keep in my patrol bag, and it's got kind of all the same shit that's in this Echelon kit. Maybe a couple different turning tools that I don't have here. I do have there.
To be fair, my kit is a little bit bigger than a wallet.
So what I like about all Pat's stuff is it's all like kind of hide size. Like
So-
you can sneak it around.
I have one of those knockoff RFID wallets. It just holds cards. It used to have a money clip that fell off. It is not much bigger than like the really little money clip RFID wallets. My kit.
Yeah, mine.
I can fit a little-
like the size of a skinny cell phone.
Yeah, that's the size of like.
It's a lot fatter. It's like
No,
twice
that
as
is that is
thick.
not a skinny cell phone. That is like a.
Well, no, I mean like the.
You know, it's the shape of. It's the shape of like a late '90s Nokia, but like the big one with the big battery.
Yeah. It's about the size of a beer can. It's
A little bit taller than a beer can.
About
Yeah.
the same. Yeah, it's about a beer can.
It's yeah.
There's a lot of shit in here though, so I keep probably. Let's see if there's probably a bunch of overlap here. So you've got Sparrow's new version of like a hall pass.
Yeah.
I have a push knife. I've got the jigglers. I've got the warded lock keys. I've got decoders. I've got comb picks. I've got
Yeah, you've got way more.
bunch of crap, right? So I've got a I forgot what they fucking call this thing, little spinny jobby thing.
I don't even know what it does.
So this is if you pick a lock in the wrong direction, plug spinner. That's what it's called.
Plug spinner.
So you put this in there, and then you push the little button, and it turns it back the other way faster than the pins can drop, so that you only have to pick it the one time.
Ah.
Which I've done that a lot. So this does come in handy. I've got these little
Those are the castration
rings.
rings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for your bump.
Yep. Traveler's hook. And then I've got some padlock shims.
You got.
And then I got some bump keys. So, and then I got an assortment of like picks, comb picks, and a variety of turning tools and shit. What I thought I was gonna get more use out of were the padlock shims, and I can tell you my reason for having them was when I first became a cop, we would get a lot of foot pursuits that ended up in construction sites that were chained off, and we'd have like a solid perimeter around them, and we knew the dude was in there, but then we'd have to wait for somebody to come and like cut the lock.
Yeah.
This at the time, this got through most of those things. Now a lot of those locks are shielded, so these things don't work all the time, but they do work pretty well. But I just don't really work in an area where my foot pursuits end in a locked job site anymore. It would be nice, but it just doesn't happen as frequently as it used to.
Usually ends up in like a
Usually it ends
chicken coop or like a
No, usually just ends up in a fucking Hyundai speeding away from us.
or Nissan Sentra
Yeah,
taking off.
Yeah.
So there is. I mean, we have some of the similar stuff. We have the combs.
I like the size of those picks.
Yeah. They're all very nice. But this is I just started in this. I'm gonna try and keep developing these skills. So there are a couple things I already have an eye on. There's a lot of commercial grade keys that are just the same key over and over and over again. So I have my eyes on a couple of those. But I just need a traveler's hook and a handful more tools, and I think I'll be comfortable for the time being. I don't want to invest too much right off the bat because that's a surefire way to never get big into a hobby. Is get good at the shit you have.
Well, just looking at what you have in front of you,
It's a
you've got a
great
really
Kickstarter
solid
kit.
foundation.
Yeah.
You're going to get into, as far as work goes,
Yeah.
you're covered.
I'm super excited about the jigglers because I'm gonna try and steal a car.
The jigglers really don't work that much anymore. They
I-
work great in like fleet cars.
So I have a lot of friends that have 1990s cars.
Yeah, you'll get
I'm
into all
included
those.
in that category.
Oh, we'll get into your Ranger. That's not.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But
I wish
I
that-
just rekeyed the Ranger though, so
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Probably some junkyard fucking lock set that you got from another, probably even older fucking Ranger.
no, it's from Amazon, so you can definitely.
Oh
defeat
yeah,
it.
okay. What I would like to see with the jigglers, actually, these are a lot thicker than mine. Mine are super fucking.
Yeah, we're comparing our jigglers, and mine's thicker than his.
Yeah, well, yeah. See, mine are a lot thinner.
I can tell you the brand
So-
of the jigglers. This is Hard Case Survival.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to get another set of jigglers because I find that they work in our cars, right? They work in fleet cars that don't have like chipped keys.
Yeah,
So they are still good for that. And you know who locks their keys in cars more than anybody?
We
is
do.
We do.
That was another thing we covered. Vehicle entries. It just a commercial grade airbag, a
Yeah,
shim,
lockout
and a
kit's
lockout kit.
Yeah, you'll get into everything.
But yeah, we do have a lot of the overlap. I've just been going around my house looking for every lock. I do want a leashy. I want a couple leashies, mostly because in the class that was a thing that I could not seem to get. And it's a frustrating skill, I think, because I'll be trying at a lock for a while, and I really didn't get into the single pin picking. I was just breaking, so I'm just jamming a thing in there and wiggling around and hope it gets it off. You know, just like my regular life.
Yeah. Smack it against one side to make the other side jealous.
Yeah, and it seemed to work for most of them, but with the leashy and trying those deadbolts and doing the single pin picking, I just really liked it. I was no good at it, but I liked the practice of it.
Yeah, so single pin picking, not with a leashy, is a little bit harder, but it is something to try, and it's a lot more fun. I think it's a lot more fun.
We have very wildly different definitions of fun.
Yeah, well, you know. You can only come so many times in a day. All right. You got anything else on Pat's class?
He's a rad dude, and you should find him at Uncensored Tactical and buy his books and attend his classes and push for learning this skill. Even if you're not a cop, I think these are kind of fun. If you're a first,
I'm saying people think you're a goddamn ninja when you open a lock.
Yeah, they think you're a fucking wizard. But if you're a first responder, not just a cop, you know, there's firefighters, EMTs. I mean, come on, you guys are.
Or if you're ever just like want to help out, like in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've gotten calls from people that have just locked themselves out of the house.
Oh, your neighbors know that you're a lockpicker?
They know what I do for a living, and they just assume that I'll be able to do shit.
You know what I noticed even before I knew that this was really a thing? People just assumed we could do magical things.
I think they just assume that like I'll know how to, like, not that I'm going to know how to do it, but I'm going to have like a resource that they can use that'll get whatever they need.
I've had people been like, hey, my septic system is backing up. I'm like,
well, we are kind of a jack of all trades. And how many times have you gone to somebody's like flooded basement or, you know?
It's like, I'm like, yeah, you should probably call a cesspool company and a plumber like right now. But what can you do? I'm like, I can get you a phone book. Like,
I mean, I've gone to a lot of houses in the middle of the night where there's a flood.
I've turned off a bunch of boilers.
Yeah, I've turned off a lot of water. And they're like, what do I do now? I'm like, you call your insurance company?
But if you're a fucking homeowner, like, I know they don't have a class in any of this. They don't. Like, high school doesn't teach you what to do when you become a homeowner. Presumably you have a father.
They kind of did. When I was in school, there was a class your senior year where they were like, hey, you're about to be an adult. Let's go learn how to, like, I don't know, take care of your car. Let's go learn how to, like, see what's fucked up in a house.
No, see, they only did that with the dumb kids.
Oh no, I was.
No, they only did that with the dumb kids. They're like,
not,
you're not going to college.
My mom said I was smart.
You're not going to college. Why don't you take the short bus over to the technical school?
No, so I mean, when we were in
which
school,
is unfair.
So
it's unfair.
You had to do poorly in school to be allowed to go to the technical.
That's
school.
What's fucking crazy.
So
because their scores are tied to their graduation rates, tied to their.
Yes, but
their
I was
college.
saddled with a bunch of electives that I didn't have any interest in. Like I excelled in English, right? So I took a bunch of English classes that I was steered into that I didn't need, and it would have been much more beneficial going, or it would have been much more beneficial to me. Those English classes didn't pay off clearly.
Yeah.
Had I gone to one of those tech schools where they were like, well, this kid's probably just going to be a mechanic. Like, you know what? That mechanic fucking came out of school and he had a job
and he's making good money.
And yeah, now especially, right?
Yeah.
I would have saved a fuck ton of money had I gotten even the most basic of mechanical knowledge, and I have to go YouTube University to shit when my car's broke.
Being aware of, I went to a school that was heavily focused on academics, and there was a handful of very rich kids that were like, I'm going to be a sports person. And it's like, no, you're not. You're not from the hood, and you're not doing this to survive.
You're 5'0" and you weigh 135 pounds.
Like, you're going to go to a nice school. You're fine. But I was somewhere in the middle ground.
What are you going to do in sports, Ira?
Yeah. I
hope you're going to sports management.
I was doing well-ish on tests, but I didn't give a shit, so I wasn't doing homework. And they steered me towards shit that I shouldn't have been learning. If they told me, like, taught me how to do electrical shit rather than being like, here's the raw physics and algebra and bullshit math, instead of being like, hey, look at the cool shit you can do. You want to, like, I don't know, cook a turkey with just electricity, like Benjamin Franklin did, or some weird bullshit. Like, they don't do any of that. They steer you towards just bullshit. But a lot of people, I think, go to police officers and firefighters for that because they just have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You don't know how to fix something. You don't know how to parent your kids.
But
call 911.
But there's a problem now with the new cops.
They don't know how to do shit.
They don't know how to do shit either.
It's one thing. If you don't know how to do it, it's fine. But, like, know where to go.
They don't know that
when somebody
either.
even has like a basic police question, not the public, just like one of your cops. Yeah. It's like they just come and ask you. No, there's a big book of people fucking up, and it's got every different scenario for the most part.
Both of us are in that big book.
Yeah, somehow in our careers we found ways to fuck up that wasn't in that couple 1,000-page book.
And I love that I've created. Yeah. I haven't just created policy; I've created local law. So, and I didn't get in trouble for it.
It's one thing to create policy.
It's another to change a law.
Yes, I just don't want to be the guy that. I don't want to be the guy that is the reason they have to create like videos for the academy. I know they've used you.
They've used me for like 3 different videos.
I think I don't want. Yours were the positive.
Yeah.
I don't want like you see what happened here. Don't let this happen to you.
No, they've used that too.
Oh, all right. Well,
the one was. Don't do that. 2 were do
at
that.
least show them together?
I don't think so.
No. They don't see a hero's journey in the academy.
The problem too is some of these became huge Instagram videos, and I go to fucking restaurants and shit in like plain clothes now, and this guy's like, "I'm sorry, but are you that guy? I think I saw that."
Yeah, you have a pretty, recognizable look.
I'm retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah. My eyes are really
all
close
those AI
together.
Down syndrome cops.
Yeah. It's just me. It's not AI. It's just me. No. But I was like, yeah. Before he even finishes, I'm like, yeah, I'm that guy. It's whatever. You don't have any cop week? What the fuck?
No, I've done nothing.
How did you improve yourself as a police officer while you were off?
I mean, I read a book.
All right.
That's
a fucking answer. That's a good answer.
I don't know what to tell you.
Back to
oh, you know what I did this week? In between diaper changes and fucking doing nothing, I binge watched like the first 5 seasons of Slow Horses.
I'm not familiar with that.
So it's about MI5. It's Gary Oldman.
Not MI6.
Is MI6 just Mission Impossible, right?
I thought that was James Bond.
Is he MI6? Which is like better than MI5?
What about MIB?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think of a song in my head. I just... Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. All right, give me one of those beers and shut the fuck up. All right. Yeah. So anyway, I started watching that, and like the show, I don't know. I really want to like it, and I guess I do like it enough that I'm still watching it.
Is this a procedural like?
No,
cop
it's
drama,
a series.
but
It's usually
agency?
like 6 episodes for a season. It's about.
What's with British seasons being so fucking short?
I don't know. I'm thinking they just don't have the fucking budget or the attention span.
Or they age so quickly that it's like between
Gary
seasons.
Oldman looks like he's aging like milk.
Gary Oldman's still going strong.
Well,
Love
anyway,
that,
man, it's like they have a good premise and then they just like kind of fuck it up and like kind of, I don't know. It's bad. I don't know. The story's good enough, but then they get guns involved, and it's like
whenever a British show has guns involved, it's awful. Except for Snatch, and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
I mean, I get that it's not a gun culture, but if you're
even American
MI5 is the equivalent of their CIA, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so.
The CIA isn't good with guns either. I could take...
What are you talking about? They're great at selling guns to our enemies.
Well, they're great at selling it. The FBI does a good amount of it, too, and so does the ATF. Hello, FBI agent, that listens to this show. We have one listener that's just... It keeps on pinging to the Pentagon. I don't know why. It comes up in our Instagram and YouTube analytics, but we know that we're just being listened to over there. Anyway.
Anyway. The gunplay is always weird to me because like nobody's got a gun.
Glocks are cocking.
No, they always have to. Well, like I'm used to that, right? It's like this is just some fucking sound engineer that's like, oh, there's supposed to be a hammer here, right?
Yeah.
All right. But I mean, maybe this is, I don't know how the fucking British work, but nobody ever has a gun. Like Gary Oldman's in charge of this fucking group, and he's the only guy that's got like a 38 in his fucking desk drawer.
I'd say most CIA agents probably don't even have a gun.
Why wouldn't they?
Because
like they're going out like active in the field, like doing investigations and just like
most CIA agents don't have guns.
Like they're not undercover. They're just like doing like pretty overt stuff, and they have no guns.
Yeah, they just go into an office and read emails all day.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going now.
they're just bureaucrats.
Well,
not really people.
If you're gonna go boot a door, you're just gonna be like, we don't need guns for this.
No, like they do that in this.
Dude, it's fucking retarded.
But
so
also,
like, they're always like just like.
Are they at least wearing like chainmail? Because like
no,
it's just
it's not knights.
Dull knives over there.
Look, multiple times over the course of the 5 seasons that I've watched, one character has said to the other, "Give me the gun."
Are they like a shitty local gang in our area?
I don't know, but if it was like us, it'd be like, "Hey, give me one of your guns."
To be fair,
like if I ran out of all of mine.
To be fair, like me and you might be the culture is changing, but
there are more guns in this room than an episode of fucking Slow Horses.
Yeah, I think I only have one on me.
My point exactly.
I think I only have one on me.
But what really killed me was I think it was like the 3rd or 4th season. They're in MI5 fucking headquarters.
Yeah.
They're breaking into like a storage room, trying to find a file, and this like paramilitary group is coming after them, and they've got one fucking gun. They end up getting a gun off of a guy that they somehow.
Boy, I wish we had.
Yeah, they end up getting a gun off of one of these like mercenary guys. But then, so there's a scene where like the 2 people are shooting at a door. The female is shooting with her ring finger.
That is actually
okay. What? That is a proven technique?
No. So, well, I was gonna say their middle
finger. How deep
finger,
is your tism gonna go here?
The British, when they used the Enfield rifles, they actually shot with their ring, their middle finger, because
call back to when they had bows and arrows.
They
and
could grasp the bolt with those 2, so they could fire and.
All right. Well, she was shooting a Glock.
It's a woman.
All right.
It's a woman.
So anyway, so she's shooting with her fucking ring finger, and then the guy across from her, who's supposed to be this fucking badass, is shooting with like a revolver grip on a semi-automatic.
Nice, yeah. Like slide bite is fun, isn't it?
So these guys are all fucking trained weapons experts, and they're fucking god awful. Anyway, it's like they just need.
They didn't even give a fuck.
They just need one person that's ever shot a gun to be like, that
don't
doesn't
even
look right.
You don't even need one person that shot a gun. They were England. Airsoft is popular there. Very popular.
Imagine their subject matter expert is just a fucking airsoft.
Dude, there are airsofters out there that would be like, they know like the technical shit well. Oh. Like they might not have the recoil. I remember a video of a Japanese guy who had never shot a real gun, but was like a really diehard airsoft, real training, sims, everything. And they throw him into a 22, a 9mm, 45, and then like an AR and an AK. And like after like a break-in of like 3 or 4 rounds, but probably not fair comparison. Japanese people can really, if they obsess over something, they get it right really well. And then you have to get them to stop by unleashing the sun on them. So,
not once, but twice.
But like there's airsofters there. It's not even probably like a thing where they had to pay that much money. There's probably someone just as deeply autistic and on the spectrum and fucked up as me that if they texted me in the middle of the night and be like, here's a picture of them holding the gun, I'd be like, I'm on my way. Don't film another fucking scene, you motherfuckers. Don't pay me. Let me fix this for you.
Yeah, I know. It took me out of it.
Yeah, imagine being me and seeing any of these things.
And like just like some of the I don't even want to get into like fucking the CQB of it, because that was just a fucking disaster.
I'm pretty confident.
And I don't want to say I'm not a fucking CQB expert.
Short of an MMA fighter in England, I could probably fight all of you.
There's
we did it twice, we'll do it again.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the news. We'll get there. But otherwise, yeah, that's all I pretty much did, man. I'm going back this week. It'll be
Oh, you're going back?
I'm a little bummed that I'm gonna have to shave my beard.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
Best compliment I got interacting with all these other agencies and cops and stuff is like,
You don't look like a
or
cop.
act like a cop. I'm like, yep,
No.
I'm good at what I do.
We thought you were retarded.
that came up too, and that's true. No, but let me just go back to there's younger guys, new generation. They don't want to admit to their gaps in knowledge. I think we talk about it a lot, but I think part of it is the older guys are assholes.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. They're afraid to ask questions because they don't want to
older guys will bite their heads off.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you are one of those older guys, you're part of the problem. Like, you should probably be teaching these guys. You should probably go up to them and not be a fucking dickhead and be like, hey guys, I want to show you this, that, and the other. If you know already, let me just treat this as a refresher course.
Yeah. Now listen, I've definitely walked away from people that thought they fucking knew everything and could not be coached.
Yes.
So,
oh yeah. No, yeah, 100%.
Like, I've gone just to like back people up on a call and watch them like this. I mean, this literally happened to me in an apartment building. The female officer, she's got about, I don't know, a day on the job. All right. Not even field trained. I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
She's at the door, pounding on the door, violent domestic, standing directly in front. Stop guessing, you're not going to know.
I'm gonna know. I'm doing hand signs describing different women on our job.
Yeah, it's all
there was
it's all
glasses.
Like one's grimace shaped.
There was really wide hands, as in she was really big. Like
So anyway, she's standing in front of the door, just laughing her fucking dick off with some other fucking rookie. That, no tactics. It's a stairwell on a door. Imagine an apartment complex with a narrow landing between floors, right? So she's directly in there, didn't like maybe take a couple steps up the staircase or like maybe get a couple steps away from the door. Like, we've all seen videos of doors coming open when somebody coming out with a knife or, God forbid they have a gun on the other side. She's just fucking laughing her ass off. And I tried to explain to her like, hey, let's, maybe stand this way, stand that way. And she basically just like blew me off. And I said, all right, well, I guess you can handle this call. And I just walked out.
Oh yeah. That would 100%. I'm going to actually tell a story that's embarrassing about me. It was a fatal medical or overdose years and years ago. I was very, very new. I go there with a couple other cops. I think my former FTO was there too. And we do everything, but then we're out back or we're all leaving. Or half of us are. I think some people had to stay on the scene. It wasn't completely finished yet. But I think it was a very narrow street, and I'm trying to get out, and I yell, this is the only way I know how to get home. And I was joking and laughing. And I think I might have smoked and joked a little bit before then. And this will stay with me forever. And I actually told it to some new guys very recently. Because I think I was within earshot of the family. I was cracking jokes. Mm-hmm. And the cop is like, hey, I know, it's death. We got to laugh it off. Like, you're making jokes. But keep in mind that this family, these people don't want to hear laughter right now. They just lost a family member, regardless of how it happened. It doesn't look or sound or feel good to see cops laughing.
Yeah, we know it's another day at the office for you.
For us,
it's not
it
for
is.
them, right? It's their worst day. It's just
it wasn't
your day.
Just another day at the office for me. I was very new. I was exposed to death. I was a first responder before this, but not like the fucking expert badass. It was just whatever. And I think it was an awkward tension thing that I was doing. And I had a recent DOA that I was field training officer, and I had 3 rookies there, and they're in the room. I wouldn't do it in the room, and the family's right outside, and they're like laughing and like, but they're not even trying to keep it as low as I would want to. I'm like, guys, that's deceased right there. The family is right there. Let's give it a little bit of dignity. And then I walk outside with my rookie. And then I'm cracking jokes. I'm like, do you see how I did that? Because I'm out of earshot of them and they don't want to hear that. And that stuck with me. And I hope it sticks with that kid too. So we all have that. And I'm sure everybody listening can think of those things. But we also have to teach those things and other details and soft skills too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can remember we had a guy, he was a piece of shit. All right. He ended up getting shot by his buddy.
Nice.
The two of them were fucking shooting at somebody.
Yeah.
Right? He got in the way of his buddy's gun. Instant vegetable.
It's one of my favorites.
All right?
One of my favorites.
Solid, right? Solid justice, right? So he's a vegetable. He's in the hospital. And, technically, he's under arrest, right?
Yup.
He was caught in the commission of a crime,
Yeah.
right? Found with the weapon.
Yup.
All right. He may one day, unlikely, not be a vegetable that we're going to have to lock up.
Maybe.
Again, unlikely. But at this point, he's a suspect.
Yeah.
And he's under arrest.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on life support in the hospital. And
He's on life support.
Yeah.
That's a little different than...
Well, there's a cop sitting on him. And I don't know what happened, but the guy that was sitting on him, so the family's there, right? Now, he obviously didn't know the family was there. They were probably in like a family waiting room someplace. But he starts, talking to one of the nurses in the hospital about how, like, fuck this guy. He's a piece of shit. Fuck him if he dies, whatever. He's saying shit like that. Which, one, the nurses don't think you're cool. All right?
When the nurses say it to me, then they're like, what did he do? I'll tell them.
Oh,
exactly.
for sure. Yeah.
And then I'll say, like, fuck this guy. But if it's like, nah, he's just a fucking mess.
No, I mean, I'll let the nurse tell me, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But I'm not,
I'm not going to, I don't open my mouth first.
Especially
to
now.
nurses.
I mean,
and if I have a rapport with the nurses or doctors, which I do have with a few, I can be like, hey, this is this guy and he does X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll always let them know what the charges are.
I'll let them know not just what the charges are, but what they've done in the past.
If there's history, for sure. If
Yeah.
he's been violent with medical staff before, if he's been violent with us before. That's all good information for them to know.
Continue with your story then.
But
then
basically,
I'll say
he was
one
just
other.
fucking bad-mouthing this guy, which, yeah, he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? He was somebody's piece of shit, and that somebody can make a complaint. And they 100% did.
Yeah.
And you know what? To get jammed up because you called a spade, oh, fuck, that's racist.
It's not.
It's like World War II
No,
racism.
it's
I think
not.
that's probably fine.
It's like calling the pot kettle black, whatever the fuck. That's
Anyway.
also not racist.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
To generate a complaint
I didn't even
against
assume those
yourself,
brothers were a different color. Why did you make that connection? He stopped. He completely stopped.
It's taking a minute for my computer to reboot. All right. Just mind your surroundings.
Yeah,
That's all we're trying to say.
Be mindful. That reminds me of a story, and this is a very quick one. I cannot recall the circumstances of why I was sitting on this prisoner. I had nothing to do with this prisoner, but he was sick in some way and suicidal. And the regular hospital that we don't take him for suicide was busy. I think I was covering the prisoner on overtime or whatever. So we go to our secondary hospital. I like the staff half the time. Like, when the staff is great, 10 out of 10. When the staff is not great, it's dog shit. But the guy is screaming and cursing, and he's handcuffed one arm and leg shackles.
I can tell you that I like the doctor at the hospital you're talking about.
Oh, I love
on
her.
Midnights.
I love her.
She's definitely like a former big titty goth chick.
She's married to a cop.
At one point, she was a big titty goth chick.
When she told me, I was married at the time when she told me she was married, and my heart still sank. I love my wife, guys, but she was everything I love in a goth, big titty goth chick.
Yeah. She doesn't give off. I mean, other than her whole personality,
Emergency.
She doesn't.
Midnight doctor.
It's not like she's wearing like black and white striped leggings, underneath her.
No, she's not. She's
doctor's coat. She's very doctory.
got a vibe. She's got a vibe.
Like I said, she's former big titty goth chick.
We'll talk more after the show.
Okay.
But
we need a notepad for all the things we have to talk about after the show.
Just the hottest doctor ever there. But so the guy is he was fine, and then he wakes up cursing, screaming, demanding things from me. And I'm like, dude, just relax. You got your fucking turkey sandwich. You got your ginger ale. Just shut the fuck up. Wait for the doctor. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm just here to fucking make sure you don't escape. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, I don't want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know shit about your charges. I don't give a shit. It's like, dude, are you fucking drunk? Just leave me the fuck alone. I have nothing to do with it. I've never met you before. I'm just here. You're handcuffed. It is what it is. Fucking wings his fucking ginger ale at me. Gets me covered in ginger ale. I run in and just like this pre-body cam, old
You
days.
close his ginger ale hole.
Yeah. I make him know that I'm not there to fuck around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here to fucking make sure you don't escape and try and read my goddamn book in peace.
Mm-hmm.
And the nurse is like, be nice to him. He's sick. He's unhappy. He's suicidal. I'm like, this motherfucker just winged a fucking soda at me. And then she's like, can you uncuff him so I can do this, that, and the other thing? I'm like, no, the cuffs stay fucking on.
First off, after that, you just earned a second set of cuffs
Yeah.
and leg shackles.
And she makes a big stink and gets like supervisors involved. And then this old island nurse is like, this white girl just never been punched before. I'm like, hell yeah. The island lady has my fucking back. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
I know
I
what's
make
up.
them, if they're shitty when they go into the hospital, I make them earn their limbs back.
Yeah, yeah.
So they start with...
And then they lose limbs.
yeah,
as they go
exactly.
on.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's a privilege.
They're like children.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Rusty giveth and Rusty can take it away.
oh, that was one of the things with real quick with Pat. Like first day, like he knows who I am, seen my face, but refers to me as Cuffs. Like 15 seconds in, and I'm just he calls me Cuffs, and I'm like, fuck, call me my slave name or my real name or my nickname. Like I boom 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 boom, and then one guy's like, what was that? So shout out to Ryan, who knows my face, and I know where you work, so don't link it to anyone. He's got more skills than me, but very nice guy. A lot of everybody in the class was super rad. So one person figured out who I was.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, happens. Anyway, news, I guess.
News.
Or do we just like do shots and talk about weird shit?
We can do that. Get that bottle with the teal label.
Oh God, what the fuck is that?
That's that bottle that we like doctored together like
over
a year ago.
Shit, aren't we supposed to drain this? Isn't there supposed to be like a sieve or
Maybe
like
we just drink around the chunks.
not drinking around the chunks? That looks like a dead cigar is like stuffed into that.
All right, I'll get
the
something.
box. Where's the box?
I don't fucking know. Hold on. All right, I don't know how many months this whiskey has been sitting in that jar, but it's pretty goddamn good.
Did we? God damn it!
We never wrote down what was in it. Nah, we didn't do any of that.
I think
That would involve planning on our
we
part.
made 2 of them.
No, we only made one. So
We
this is
didn't. Hold on.
got a lot of cherry wood in there.
Strong vanilla notes. I'm getting vanilla and cherry.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, it's like a cherry vanilla whiskey.
Who set this up for us? The dude, or was it a listener?
That would be my beautiful wife.
Your beautiful wife did this?
Yes, she did.
Damn. Your wife loves you more than my wife loves me.
My wife loves you more than your wife loves me. All right. This episode, like all others, is brought to you by Dudes Gourmet. For over 50 all-natural organic seasonings for everything from chicken, steak, fish, and veggies, go to dudesgourmet.com. You can use the promo code CUFFS, that's capital C-U-F-F-S at checkout. You're going to get free shipping in all orders over $50. Go to the YouTube and the Instagram for fun and delicious recipes. That is dudesgourmet.com.
Like all previous episodes, this is also brought to you by Stoker's Musical Instruments at STOKKERS musicalinstruments.com. He buys, sells, repairs, and appraises musical instruments, primarily focusing on guitars, bass guitars, effects pedals. He's got a ton of rad shit. Check him out on Instagram, Reverb, eBay. That's STOKKERS musicalinstruments.com. I'm going to do another shout out right now to Tactical Lockpicking.io. That is Pat Watson's website. Hard to join the group. You're going to have to email him first. If you're not the highest class of tiered super operator, it is what it is, but you can reach out to him on his email through that website for resources if you're trying to get a class or something like that. If you're in law enforcement, you're in a first responder, and you need to get into something, you're special forces. Some of you Ricky Recon guys might listen to us. Check out Pat Watson and tacticallockpicking.io.
Yeah, and if you have any interest in lockpicking, I would highly suggest that you pick up his books.
Yeah.
And
he's on Amazon.
Definitely get some tools from him.
Just on Amazon, type in Pat Watson, WATSON. Fucking great dude. Wealth of knowledge. Tons of fun to hang out with and drink with.
All right, let's get into the news. Police in Delaware arrested a man in possession of an illegal machine gun and a notebook detailing plans for urban warfare, martyrdom, and at least one named target, according to federal officials and court documents.
That could happen to anyone. That could happen to anyone.
Anyone with the last name Khan. Luckman Khan.
That's an Indian name.
Luckman Khan, a naturalized U.S. citizen, was arrested on November 24th after police approached him in his vehicle for being in a Newcastle, Delaware park after hours. You know, those cops were like, this dude's definitely getting his dick sucked. Let's go.
Or just jerking off in a park. But do you know how many fucking amazing, fucking real, no bullshit, good cop work is done by just, I fucking hate saying this,
just
but
be curious.
The petty, annoying shit. The bullshit traffic stop. The bullshit trespassing. The bullshit after dark. Because these fucking people are retarded.
You got to look at about 1,000 guys janking their chain before you find something good. But
every time it's like, I don't want to go into this parking lot off the highway to see this dude jerking off. But every once in a while, you find a guy with a machine gun and he's still jerking off. I'm like, give me the gun and I didn't see shit. And that's how I got a Mac 10 in Minecraft.
Please search Khan's Toyota Tacoma. Found a backpack that contained a Glock handgun, a machine gun conversion switch. Why can't they just call them Glock switches? Why do they got to call it machine gun conversion switch? We all know. Body armor and ambush and surprise attack plans written in a marble composition notebook.
Really?
Yeah, he went old school. Khan, 25, told FBI investigators that martyrdom is one of the greatest things you can do and a goal. The notebook refers to martyrdom repeatedly and contains plans to target a member of the University of Delaware campus police, as well as a map labeled UD Police Station. Khan is a former student who attended the university. Khan, a Wilmington, Delaware resident, is charged in federal court with possession of a machine gun and possession of a unregistered firearm. He faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted. So he is from Pakistan, but his parents were Afghan refugees to Pakistan. Huh. Shocker.
Huh. I know another guy that was a refugee in Pakistan that was from Afghanistan, but actually from Saudi Arabia. Anyway, just the detailed plans. I did read this article, and I think I sent this article to you.
Probably.
Might have sent a different one to you. But the detailed plans were like actual fire plans,
maps
that they published, like pictures of the front of the police station. And
well, this guy already did all the legwork, so we should put it out there for the next guy.
Pictures of all the cops' faces and all that bullshit, because in this age of police transparency, I don't think most of the retards making decisions in police forces understand the concept of transparency. Like, this is what we arrested these people for. Here's the body cam. Not, here's all these officers' full names. Well, this is where we work. Hey, do you want to see our back parking lot and catch on our doofus ass fucking Instagram or YouTube or newsreel of all the private vehicles in the back parking lot? And you can get someone to run those plates and get those addresses and names.
Well, the amount of open source intelligence that's out there and that's available to the public, and then these small departments that'll put like their entire department with their photos.
Oh, with a profile
websites.
on them.
Yeah.
And
like, this, hi, I'm Officer Johnson with the bumfuck police department, and my favorite movie is Jurassic Park, and I like getting fucked in my ass.
I have 6 kids, and I live on a farm, or I raise chickens, and like, you're giving these little fucking details out there. It's fucking retarded. But then it's like it's insidious because it penetrates everything. So like the design of modern police departments is these big glass front doors and front windows and stuff like that. And they're lit up at night. So if you have a crew desk and they're all lit up at night, and then outside is fucking dark as fuck, they can see everything going on inside. You can't see the bad guy outside. If they want to kill a cop, it's as easy as fucking zeroing a rifle.
Yep.
And people don't fucking think about this. And I get mad about this because, Yeah, we're police. We should be approachable. That doesn't mean we're a fucking soft target. That doesn't mean I should be a fucking just standing out there with a flag being like, here I am.
Yeah,
Like-
now I do know more than one cop that works a desk that has like a PCC or a rifle at the desk. So
I had cops.
now let's hope
yeah.
that
I knew a
the
cop,
building's stormed when they're working.
I knew a cop that had a fucking shotgun under the desk.
Yeah.
Like, just ready. Like, it was going to blow somebody's legs out. But it's the ambush shit. It's the distance shit. It's the car ramming into these big glass. Like, yes, it should be advertised as a police department. Yes, people should know where to go and be able to get in and make access. That doesn't mean we shouldn't have a man trap that is hard to get through or hard to see through.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that a bullet-resistant glass and a man trap should be. I mean, it's maybe cost prohibitive in some places, but
The man trap isn't that cost prohibitive if you're building a specifically designed government building to be a police department. It's an extra, the cost of an extra door. You know.
Yep. All right. Well, as far as college students found with guns that shouldn't be newsworthy, Florida college student allegedly ordered 1,500 rounds of ammunition to his dorm room.
That's not a lot of ammo.
Where cops later found a semi-automatic rifle stashed under his bed. Constantine Demetriades, whatever the fuck, 21, was busted Wednesday after security at Rollins College in Winter Park flagged his massive online ammo order.
They can flag their ammo orders? That's not a massive ammo order. That's a fucking weekend for me.
I mean, there's definitely that much in my bedroom. Police later arrived and found an AR-15 and 6 magazines, 1 loaded and 5 empty, along with a tactical vest, multiple knives, a black security vest. That's a little weird. Unless he's a security guard.
They're describing a black security vest. It's probably just a black
vest.
load-bearing vest. It might not even be a black load-bearing vest. It could just be a black vest.
Well, ear protection and a pistol storage case.
How is ear protection evidence?
That's just what they found. Although Florida allows open carry, the liberal arts college where Demetriades is a senior bans all weapons on campus.
Is that a criminal thing, or is that just...
And it looks like it's a college thing, although there may be a charge. Let's see. The suspect allegedly admitted to knowing the school's weapons policy, but said he brought the rifle to campus after buying and registering it in New Jersey over Thanksgiving break. Well, it's Florida from New Jersey. Okay. The student told authorities that he likes to shoot as a hobby, and he had no ill intentions. He usually keeps the firearm at a friend's house off campus. He also claimed he didn't know his New Jersey concealed carry permit wasn't valid in Florida. All right.
All of those sounds completely reasonable, and they're trying to paint him as a school shooter.
Exactly. He was charged with possession of a weapon on school property. The college is also investigating the senior, who is now barred from campus until the matter is resolved. All right.
So he's denied his Second Amendment rights while he's paying this college to go there.
You're on their property. They can tell you that you're not allowed to have a gun there.
Yeah, but is it a public school or a private school?
Because Rollins College, it sounds like it's probably a private school.
Because I'm just saying, if it's
private liberal arts college,
if they receive any federal funding, I think they should probably obey federal law and respect the Constitution.
Look, whatever. I speaking as somebody who had an AR-15 in his dorm room, I do sympathize with him.
Speaking of someone who definitely didn't have guns in his barracks room when we weren't supposed to. Like, people might not know this, but if you're in the military, you're not allowed to have fucking guns in your barracks room, and you're supposed to keep them at the armory with those glue-sniffing retards.
Then what happens when a Afghani doctor tries to shoot you in a mess hall?
Yeah, I guess you get shot.
Oh, okay.
I guess you just get shot, because...
he was Afghani, right? I'm not besmirching the good people of Afghanistan now, am I? Pakistan?
I think he
was one of the stands.
It was some flavor of, like... coffee brown.
Somebody, it was one of those dirty feet people. All right.
I was gonna say eats with their hands, but yeah.
Yeah, same.
Eats and wipes with two different hands. Hope they don't mix them up, sort of a situation.
All right, let's move toward not getting another sponsorship. Glock just came out with their Gen 6 Glock. Drops the end of January.
So they came out with the Glock Vs.
So yeah, this is.
And then they came out with the Glock 6s.
So
fuck your company. They're gay as fuck.
There was definitely fuck you. It's the best firearm in the planet.
No, it isn't.
So the good people at Glock, I'm sure, had to weigh their options and go, well, we can rush the V out just so we don't lose California sales for a couple of months. You know, there was some sort of internal discussion going, well, we know the Gen 6 is going to come out.
Well, we know this is a line item in between selling bayonets to the German army and selling horse semen all over the world.
Hey,
we better sell these Glocks.
Perfect horse semen.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they make more money off the horse cum.
Yeah. I mean, how does the Glock hierarchy work? Do you fail as an armorer and then they make you jerk off horses?
I think you actually have to be really good with a Glock to jerk off a horse. So you're like on your way.
Huh. I'm wondering how much of the horse cock goes into the engineering of the actual Glock.
Would
pistol.
you jerk off a horse for free Glocks, every single Glock model?
Just one horse?
You have to jerk off a horse every time you want a new gun.
Do I use like that sleeve thing?
No.
I gotta use my hands?
Yeah.
Look at these little hands. He's not even gonna feel this thing.
It's take forever.
Yeah.
You do have little hands.
No, and they're...
Hold up that hand.
They're like a normal size hand. What are you talking about? They're the fucking same exact size as
your
your
hands.
hand. You're fucking creeping your goddamn fingers up.
Those are little hands.
They're the same goddamn hands.
Yeah.
You're measuring this like my goddamn kids. You stand on your tippy toes.
No, see, I'm putting it right there.
You just wanted to hold my hand, you fucking...
I did want to hold it. Yeah, you got normal size hands.
Jesus Christ.
You got kind of big hands.
That was kind of a lot. For...
You got kind of... I think you could jerk off a horse. I think you're making
thanks. I'm glad I got that vote of confidence.
You'd have to use both hands.
Yeah, but think about how much horse there is if you're using two hands together. I was thinking if you use the hands separately, like one on top of the other,
Do you think
you're covering more surface area.
I don't think Glock is breeding the horses for like big dicks. I think they're breeding them for athleticism.
Actually, they're dressage horses, which is the gayest of all the horses.
The fact that you fucking know what type of horses they breed.
Listen, I know what's going on at Glock. You see how quick I was willing to jerk off one of their dressage horses for a free pistol?
So they're not even race horses or working horses.
No, they are dancing fag horses.
Or fucking like anything cool. The company that everybody thinks that makes the best handgun also makes the fucking slur of the horse world. I'm going to use dressage as a fucking slur for the rest of my life now.
He's a dressage American. I mean, it is a German company, right? Oh, I'm sorry, it's Austrian.
It's Austrian. You know, get it right. It's where, the mustache. Painters.
Austrians. They're just the Nazis could say they're not German.
If anybody could do something better than a German, it would be an Austrian. So the Glock Gen V that they came out with was strictly to avoid a lawsuit with California.
Yes.
And actually, Nameless Armament, somebody who actually did work for one of my Smith & Wessons a couple years ago.
Yeah, they're a big slide milling company.
He sent out, he started posting a bunch of, he got his hands on one, right off the bat, and was trying to put a Glock performance trigger. And it took minimal, machining. It honestly, it didn't. It was like scraping off some plastic from the trigger shoe or whatever. But he started doing like a breakdown of that, and it has like almost entirely parts commonality, and really just those old Glock rear plates where you could slip the switch in were just a little bit different geometry. You could still get one. You could still make one, and realistically.
Yeah, they didn't change anything, but they had to change just enough so they could sell in California.
The ones that are being sold on Temu were being sold on Temu, and my biggest regret is not ordering one to an abandoned house in my neighborhood with like an Amazon gift card or like with a pay-as-you-go.
Hey, listen, there's plenty of them bouncing around the hood. You'll get one eventually.
I'm going to get one eventually, but it's going to be on camera, and it's going to be a seizure or whatever. If you have like a functional knowledge and an access to it, like a 3-axis mill, you can make one in like half an hour. But it was just enough that those ones wouldn't work. So I guess they're appealing to the base of like, well, they're not machinists, they're just buying them.
Yeah.
So the Glock Gen 6 is significantly changed.
it's definitely a bigger departure from the Gen 5 than the Gen V is.
So the barrels aren't.
The barrels are
are
different.
not compatible with any of the prior generations of Glock.
Which means if you're one of
that
these,
is a huge gamble by Glock.
If they changed the magazines, I'd say it would be a big gamble. Changing the barrels out, how many guys really swap out their barrels? I know
I do.
More so nowadays because, guys that are putting like the afterburners on their guns and,
Glock
other
doesn't.
Random shit.
Nothing from the factory comes threaded from Glock.
So you have to go to
There's almost every other firearms company.
Any company that makes you an aftermarket Glock barrel will now make a Gen 6 aftermarket barrel.
But they have to retool.
Yes, they'll have to retool. And they will.
Yes.
The only thing that's going to affect you as the end user is if you have a Gen 5 or earlier Glock that has a threaded barrel already and you want to throw it into your Gen 6.
So the raddest thing about talking to these agencies, tons of agencies that I went to this class with outside of my state and outside of my comfort zone and familiarity is I expected to see just all these guys carrying Glocks. And I came in street clothes. I barely carried when I was in the building. But they had like Smith & Wesson M&Ps. And then the one guy that kind of made a connection and figured out that I was something other than a cop, this podcast, carries a Walther.
Dude, with a PvP?
And he was singing its fucking praises.
Walther's
and we went and
great.
did it. And my thought when Glock came out with this is a huge gamble because Glock is the industry standard, 100%. They changed so much with this new Glock that most of the triggers aren't compatible, the barrels aren't compatible. There's a lot of shit. I know it's not a lot of shit, but it is a lot of shit to go wrong. And all it takes is one upset for this company to no longer be the standard. Like SIG is eventually going to fall.
If they have one 320 issue, it's going to significantly impact their sales to the point where they will no longer be the number one.
And I'm hoping the military wakes up because Ian McKellen from Forgotten Firearms was already talking about how the M7 is not a good design or idea.
Yeah, no, it'll be short-lived. They'll either end up with a Glock or look. The Walther is a great gun.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like this Glock Gen 6, the stippling, the new grip texture is reminiscent of the Gen 4, which was really great, except for that little finger swell in the middle, like the finger grooves. The Gen 3. I'm sorry, the Gen 3.
That,
Gen 3. I forgot that I carried a Gen 3 for a little while. Was it Gen 3? Yeah, I carried
a Gen 3, 4, 5, and I will get a 6.
You don't want a Gen 2 or 1? Gen 1 was probably
if I could find one.
We'll find one. I know some people. But they did a little bit of a palm swell, which I've shot guns that have a palm swell. I'm like, this is really nice. And then I've shot other ones like the VP9 where I didn't like the palm swell.
Yeah, so I have shot the VP9. I wasn't crazy about
I had a VP9 for a hot minute, and it's one of the guns that I do not regret selling.
Yeah, which is weird because you would think H&K you'd want to hold on to that. It didn't do anything for me. The Glock, I haven't held a 6, so I don't know. Maybe it'll suck. But
so it's got a flared mag well. It's got the same angle, same magazine, whatever. It's got that nice fat beaver tail that I do love about the Glocks.
Yes.
And my only complaint about the Ruger RXM is it doesn't have that really, really aggressive beaver tail.
Yeah, but it also is modular, and you could just have one that has the beaver tail.
And I just had the new Magpul full-size frame mailed to me. So
does that have a beaver tail?
A
little bit.
Little
like
bit.
An old Glock?
Like an old Glock.
Gotcha.
What I liked about the Gen 3s, 4s, and 5s was you could interchange those back straps and get a really, really aggressive one.
I don't know if you do that on 3s.
What's it, 4s and 5s?
4 and 5, I think you had the interchangeable back strap.
4, I thought, had the finger grooves. I'm pretty sure 4 did.
You know what? I only had a Gen 4 for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember. The 3 definitely has finger grooves. The 5 definitely does not.
No.
I don't fucking remember what the 4.
I hated the finger grooves.
I hated my Gen 4.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Still carry a Gen 3. Hated the Gen 4.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really? Well, most, because the patent expired on the Gen 3, so any aftermarket, if you buy a Ruger RXM, you buy the Palmetto State Armory, you buy Dagger. There's one or two other companies out there. Your Poly 80s out there. Your 3D printed ones are almost all based on a Gen 3 design. They don't have the finger grooves, but they have pretty much all the features. I think they were perfect with the Gen 3s. They didn't need to go any further except add a few things.
The Gen 5, the grip feels much, much nicer.
But then they added, with this Gen 6, they added like a mini gas pedal.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean,
So
that's
you
where
get
my
that
thumb ends
strong-
up anyway. So
Yeah.
I was riding on the slide, so having the little
I
gas
was
pedal
doing
there-
that since before I was shooting a Glock.
Yeah, I don't know if the gas pedal is going to be something that I like. I've used guns that have like a
Big one?
a real, which I don't like.
I don't need it.
Exactly.
I know where my fingers are, but
Yes.
for beginners, I guess it's a great spot. But like this was one of the few things where I'm like, I'm gonna obsess about hand placement.
But now
and shit
think
like
about
that.
most people. Maybe law enforcement is, maybe it's just law enforcement, but most people's first time shooting a pistol is going to be with a Glock.
Yeah.
So now you're fresh out of an academy, you're getting a Glock with a gas pedal. At least it's got a spot for your finger.
Your index, like a place that you know where to index your
Yeah.
finger.
So
and
now
put it there.
When that dude in the red vest is telling you how much fucking meat to put on the trigger, he can also tell you, hey, you
How
feel
much
that little
meat-
grippy
yeah,
part? That's where
put-
your thumb
Put
goes.
your fucking stupid booger hooks right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one more contact point.
Yeah.
Look, the Gen fucking 7s will probably have those parts like color coded.
Those Gen 7s better like wipe my own ass.
Well, I think that the next gen you may see a fire control unit. But it's
I
a
think they're
big jump from.
So I saw parts diagrams, and at first I thought, because it was such a breakdown, I thought the actual grip, like below the trigger guard, they finally put an undercut. Holy shit!
Yep.
Ruger RXM figured that out and fucking put that out there. But I thought that the actual grip part, because that's really the only part that changes. Like you could remove it and throw on like the 26 size. You could throw on the 17 size. You could, like just below the mag release, like just pull that part off and put that on and snap it on. How hard would that be?
I mean, I guess that would be really easy. You'd have. I mean, I don't know how much I would like it. I feel like I would feel
The little groove.
that little and the little bit
It's-
of wiggle.
It's Glock. They could engineer it.
I mean, they are perfect.
They're not.
What I did like about it was that, and I don't know, I assume, are the slides compatible with the old generations? If you take the full slide up, no?
I don't. Well, the
I didn't see-
47 is a 17.
But that's with all of this Gen 6 stuff.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that I can't get a Gen 6 and throw it on like a Gen 3
somebody
slide.
with a bigger budget than us, like the Firearms blog, will probably have access to these pretty soon and probably start doing weird shit like that.
Well, one of those guys did say that these are basically all, the four that came out are all kind of cross compatible.
Yeah.
So the slide on a 17 can go on a 19 frame and vice versa. Which, that being said, I'm thinking that everything that I carry is probably going to be changing very shortly.
Yeah.
I think my everyday carry is probably going to end up being a 365 just because of the size.
I'm getting one soon. I think we have something in the
We have
works.
something coming up for after the New Year's.
Yeah, after the new year, I think we have something coming up with that.
But yeah, I think a 365 with like a medium-sized grip.
Nothing has pulled me away from my everyday. I'm just running out to the nearest convenience store or grocery store. 380 Ruger LCP2 in my pocket.
So-
Hasn't broken me from that yet. It's so simple.
So the Smith Bodyguard
Bodyguard.
2.0.
Yeah, and I am
Yeah.
my
It did catch my eye, so that may end up in the rotation. But then I'm thinking that when they do come out with a Koa Glock, either 17 or 45, I haven't quite decided yet. That'll probably be my
So that was
full-size pistol.
one of the other things. The new slides are milled with, like, come out of the factory. You don't have to buy the MOS or anything. They all have the slide cut, it seems like.
They all have a slide cut
Yeah.
or an optics cut, and I guess it's for the loophold or the Trigicon.
And a
footprint.
really aggressive front slide serration, which I do like. I'm not reaching up there to do any sort of
You know what I
actions.
was thinking is, like, all the cool guys that like doing press checks. It's a Glock. I can see the round and I can feel the round on the
If
extractor that you fucking rub your finger
if
on.
you can't do a press check from just with your dominant hand, you can't grab the slide and push it back.
Oh,
with your
I
thumb
can't do
and
that cool John Wick thing.
Oh, you can't do that?
I don't know. Maybe I can. Give me your gun.
All right.
No, I'm kidding.
Where's my gun?
I don't need your gun. You lost your gun again?
I lost my gun again.
That's all right.
Oh shit.
No, you can look into a Glock and see that it's round. There's a round in there.
I'm pretty sure you can do that with my gun.
Yeah,
So,
probably.
And it's just a Ruger bullshit thing. It's just caught on the chair right
Let's
now.
see. See if you can find your gun. I hate when I
Let's
lose
see.
my gun in a house full of kids.
Shit. Hate it. There's only a baby in here. A baby doesn't even have the finger strength.
No.
Anyway, this is the first time we have a negligent discharge on the channel.
I mean, the Glocks all have like a built-in loaded chamber indicator. That's what I'm getting at.
Like,
I mean, yeah, I guess I could do that. It seems more awkward.
I can do it with one finger.
All right. It just seems like it's so much more awkward than me just feeling for the loaded chamber.
The loaded chamber indicator, and if you look, you can kind of see. Yeah, you can see right there. There's a cut through in the slide right there.
No. Same thing with the Glock.
Yeah.
All right.
Wonderful.
That was great radio.
Yeah, great radio. You can. So I guess. Listen, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody's comfortable with the press check. Not everybody has the eyes to do that check. But all right. Nice. Smith & Wesson has a loaded chamber indicator. I don't mind those where like it kind of
Yeah, they're fine. I think the Walther had that as well.
Bumped out little groove where you can just run in a low light situation.
Yeah, that's the way the Glocks are.
It's fantastic. You can just boop. Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, I think did the Walthers have like a little like red thing that popped out of the back of the slide?
I've seen a lot of striker fired guns that have like if you rack it, it'll have a little red dot in the back.
Yeah,
or
I think that,
I prefer like a positive tactile feel.
Yeah, I
thing.
agree. Look, again, Glock does it perfectly.
I don't think a lot of people shoot in low light. I recommend it.
Well, I get dressed in the dark, so sometimes it's nice to be able to just be like,
there's a round in my. I mean, most of my guns that I'm carrying every day, I don't unload them ritualistically.
No, I generally don't either. But like sometimes, I
mean, you should probably treat every firearm as if it were loaded.
Yeah, especially if you're going to point it at your
But nothing has broke me from my Ruger LCP2 and my Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. Like, I don't think... Yeah, am I going to end up with a Glock Gen 6? Yeah. Begrudgingly.
What I'm saying is that I think the way my rotation will probably end up shaking out over the next year is going to be some sort of full-sized Glock with an optic, the 365, which will be probably the everyday thing. The Glock might end up in a bag or in like this type of weather may end up on me. And then the bodyguard will be just kind of like a pocket gun.
Yeah.
But so that's what I'm thinking anyway. Hey, remember that former Sacramento cop that OD'd in the bathroom?
Yeah.
After he took some fentanyl off the perp?
Couple months ago we did that.
Yeah, well anyway, he stabbed his kid. So
killed one of his two kids.
Yeah, so he stabbed his 11-year-old son to death. And then he went on a police chase where he rammed a cop car, and then they fucking put some speed holes in him.
It's almost like that guy was probably a problem when he overdosed that original time.
Yeah, you would think that at some point CPS would have got involved and been like, hey, maybe we don't let this guy have kids. He's dumb enough to OD on stolen drugs.
I found that in every state that CPS is really useless.
Oh, this is not just here. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so since having kids, kid-related crimes affect me even more. And I didn't think it would. I was hoping it wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, it's not my kid. I don't give a fuck. And apparently I do. Do not love that.
What a pussy.
Yeah, it's mad gay. Can we say that?
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
It's Trump's.
So I'm sorry.
It's Trump's America.
It's mad dressage.
Dressage. Yeah, that's really dressage. It's gonna piss me off if that catches on and it's like we fucking coined that as a thing.
I caught two dudes dressaging in the bathroom.
I'm fucking doing that. Oh man.
I'll get it on body camera. Send it to me,
bro.
All right. Hey, you know what? Like every episode, we have to talk about a British cop getting sacked. So we got a new one. PC Pamela Pritchard.
She was getting sacked.
Yep, she was pretty hot. No, she wasn't. It was typical British bullshit. All right.
Like she had goat teeth?
No.
Like the
She
old
was
goat
she
jaw?
was hot. She grabbed a dude by the dick and he was like, "Oh my."
Mad dressage.
Yeah. So
that's like crazy dressage.
Mad
Just
dressage.
dressaging left and right. Could you imagine getting grabbed by the fucking junk and be like, I didn't like that. Like, ewy. Like, I'm a happily married man. If somebody grabbed me by like the crotch, be like, please don't do that. Like
it's a trap.
Like don't do that. Like I really enjoy that, but don't do that. And then I tell my wife like, yo,
just so you know, this is what happens to me on the reg.
Like this, so you better like perform.
They're jumping out of bushes to grab my dick.
They're just grabbing my dick, so you better be doing great things. Like,
yeah. She was like, "Fuck you, you're over at Rusty's house dressaging all night." Anyway,
I'm worried she's gonna be like have an intervention, be like, are you a dressage?
It's okay. I'll still love you. But just tell me.
Are you a dressage? We can stay married for the kid.
Yeah, nobody cares. But nobody cares if you're a dressage. Your parents are there. They're like, "We knew you were dressage from when you were 5 years old."
I would love you if you were dressage.
Dad's heavily
not,
drinking.
Mom, that's not the right word. We prefer this other word. Like, and you have to, since your kids are in that elementary school age, you got to drop that dressage every once in a while.
Yeah. It's funny. Like, this is a pretty small area, and you come across a lot of the teachers.
A lot of the dressages.
There's so many of them that when you get them outside of school, and they're just like, man, there's so much dressage shit around. Like, I'm tired of all this dressage shit in school.
Yeah, so it's funny because I went to the district that you are now in.
Yeah, one of these fucking dressages is using a litter box in the fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
Fucking dressage is twinkle toeing down the road in a fucking ballerina skirt. Anyway, PC Pamela Pritchard, you can Google her. She's pretty hot. Female police officer who groped 2 colleagues and tried to kiss an inspector at a party. Inspectors are just like detectives. So so
it's not like a big boss or
No. It's just a fucking big fat fatty.
She tried to kiss some fat retard. He was like, no. I'm going to go to the bosses. Like, what?
Well, let me get through the goddamn article, all right?
No.
Clearly there was alcohol involved, but it's also England, so their beers are like 5%.
No, they have some strong ones there.
Oh, fuck them. Anyway, so a female police officer who groped 2 colleagues and tried to kiss an inspector at a party was sacked after being found guilty of gross misconduct. Pamela Pritchard, 29, also told another male officer, "I want to fuck you."
I'll fuck you until you love me.
During an alcohol-filled night at a rugby club.
So they were getting wasted, and she's like, "Hey, you want to fuck?" And
doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing.
Exception to that.
Yeah. The former PC was found to have groped a woman officer's breasts on a dance floor.
Oh, so she was into everything.
And twice touched a male officer in the groin area.
This just sounds like a regular female cop to me. Yeah, she's just down for whatever.
She also tried to kiss Inspector Gareth Parry, the most dressage name you're going to hear tonight, causing him to pull away. Ewy. Chris Alsop, North Wales Police Assistant Chief Constable, said her offending had breached the force's standards of professional behavior relating to authority, respect, and courtesy. All right, so look, this story is no different than any other story that's come out of fucking the British police departments since we've started recording this shit.
This is the most.
Right? This story is so run of the mill that you were bored to the point where you're picking a lock off the table.
So I recently listened to actually on the drive to New Jersey and back. I listened to the Profiles and Eccentricity on Benjamin Franklin. Highly recommend those episodes, except for the last like 10 minutes of the last one. One of the 3 guys
who's just fucking old people.
Is clearly wasted, but Benjamin Franklin is fascinating.
Yeah, don't listen to podcasts where guys are drunk.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I know people probably get annoyed with us getting wasted, but so
you want more of this whiskey we made?
Yeah, absolutely. Just understanding that we had so much in common, and some of the founding fathers actually worked really hard to stay attached to England, and Benjamin Franklin even was one of them until like 1777 was like really don't want this to end up in violence, and like we could probably come to a solution, whatever. And knowing that a lot of left,
and then he was like, "There's a bunch of dressages over here. I think we could take them.
I mean,
fuck these guys."
If there's one thing you cannot call Benjamin Franklin, is a dressage. Like he might have been fashionable, he might have been eccentric, but he was not a dressage.
No, he'd be in jail today.
But like, and then I hear a lot of like, especially Europeans and a lot of like liberal people be like, "Oh, it was puritanical that moved here." I'm like, it was pioneers and fucking free spirits. Yeah, there was a lot of those, but like, you're gonna complain about somebody grabbing your dick? Like, that doesn't sound very fucking.
Yeah,
that sounds pretty puritanical to me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there.
I'm telling, like, after getting your dick groped, like, are you even a man?
Yeah. So to our British audience, your female cops, send them here. We'll hire.
We'll hire.
We'll hire.
We'll hire all.
We'll
of them.
hire them. They can grab as many dicks as they want. Nobody cares.
You know what's funny is I do meet, especially British and Irish that are expats that come here and they're like, yeah, this place is way fucking better.
Yeah. Well, one of the biggest arguments that British women have with British men is that they don't talk to them. They're like complete fucking incels. They don't understand how to hit on chicks.
I had that same experience actually in a lot of places in Europe. I wasn't hitting or flirting. I was just treating women as equals. Wild concept. I know, wild concept. Having fun.
I
with
make
them.
my wife walk 3 paces behind me in public.
Oh yeah, no. Good call. Yeah. If you this wild concept, if you treat women as equals, they'll lose their goddamn minds over it. Crazy concept.
Yeah, there.
Anywhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Now here.
So wait, hear me out.
Now here, you should probably treat them like shit because they are getting a little too big for their fucking.
Yeah.
They're thinking
that a little lippy.
They're thinking that they're better than men. Just remember, they shit too.
Yeah.
And they have nasty shits.
Yeah, they're gross.
Yeah.
I mean, just as gross as us.
They gross.
Far less time jerking off in like parking rides though.
You know what? I have.
I'm gonna move some pieces around here. All right, I'm gonna move some pieces on the chessboard. I'm gonna try and solve a couple problems all at once.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. British female cops, come here, grab all the dicks you want.
American female cops go to England.
Our American female cops could certainly go to England. I would say let's send them to
Saudi Arabia, India.
Yeah, one of those countries. You know what? Send our American cops, our female cops, to one of those countries that, like, you know, throws dressages off buildings, and they could, like, you know, maybe
they probably
maybe they learn how good they've got it over here. All right, it's all jokes, people. But anyway, so
I would say send those really lippy, violent female the straight ones that just love getting in domestics and beating the shit out of their not cop husbands.
Mm-hmm.
To like I'm gonna say a place like India where they really like raping women, but then these women will like be violent,
and they're tough, and Indian men are pussies. So
well, they're not pussies; they're just tiny.
Okay, yeah.
It's like
walking into a.
It's like, let me throw this Labrador Retriever into a room full of Pomeranians and hope one of them survives. Like, we know who's gonna win that.
A Labrador and Pomeranians.
Yeah.
You couldn't have found like a more vicious dog for this?
Well, women aren't that vicious. Women cops, like, they think they're vicious.
Yeah, right.
They have a loud bark, but like you can play fetch with them.
I would say it's like sending like.
I'm not saying it's a pit bull. I'm not saying
I would say it's like sending an aggressive female into a daycare and being like, hey, punch all these babies.
I'm not saying we send dudes from like Baltimore to India or like women from Baltimore. Like, no, we don't send Baltimore people. That's like sending a pit bull in there. Like, we don't do that.
Anyway, hear me out. We got off topic. We take British female officers.
Mm-hmm.
There are now 70,000 Ukrainian women that are serving on the front lines against Russia. That's probably going to be over soon. Emperor Trump's going to finish that. We take those 70,000 female Ukrainian soldiers. We make them female PCs in England. And then the British men can just stay being dressages. Because we'll have Ukrainian, you know.
Do you think all the good ones died in the wars? Like, we definitely killed a bunch of the brave English. And then we killed them again.
Well, yeah, that's the problem.
And then the Great War, where they sent way more than us. They lost a bunch more than non-dressages. And probably some of the brave dressages.
So you're saying a bunch of like war. So I mean, the logic would say that the warrior class survived,
but
and
some of them do get ground down.
You think it's just like it's been too good for too long?
Yes.
How many generations since England's been in a war, like a real war, where like the whole country was at war?
I wouldn't even call the Falklands a war, and the peacekeeping operations in Korea a war.
Yeah, but it's only like 3 generations. You can't get that dressage in 3 generations.
Yeah, you can. Haven't you ever heard the term like hard men create good times, good times create soft men, soft men create hard times? Just this vicious cycle.
All right.
Dressagery. Is it dressagery?
A bunch of dressagery. All right, without getting too far into it, because honestly, just kind of depressing.
Before we go any further, we're not calling it dressagery because they like hanging out with men. We call it dressagery because they like horses dancing.
They're just being dressages.
Dressages. There's some of the best Marines, cops, soldiers, sailors have been dressages.
Oh, you're talking about literal dressages.
I'm not being anti-dressagist.
No, I'm calling it like,
I'm calling
when they're just being a little dressage.
There's straight men that are too into dressage. You know what I'm saying?
Like pegging?
No, probably that too. I think honestly,
speaking in code for too long.
Honestly, the dudes getting their dicks groped are probably straight men that are just gigantic pussies. Like just the 100%. Most enormously effeminate pussies.
Yeah, probably.
That probably like gay dudes be like, what a dressage.
Yeah, well, they were like, if I wasn't a dressage, I was not going to fuck you.
Could you imagine that? Just being like a straight dude and just needing to pick me up of anybody being flirty with you and be like, nah.
What a kick in the snatch for that chick. Could you imagine getting berated by a dressage?
Oh.
Like, they've got a million ways to take you down.
Oh.
Like, not only they turn you down for the dick roping, but then they just pick apart their outfit.
Yeah. Oof. Honestly, one of the biggest ego boosts was I was on an all-inclusive with my wife in, I think, Mexico. And they had a cigar rolling station. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm going to have a cigar rolled at 9 a.m. I had like 3 drinks already.
And then a dressage shoved a cigar in your ass?
No, I'm wearing pretty short shorts because it's hot as fuck and just like the thinnest little button up. And I realize now, looking back at the outfit I was wearing, it was a little dressage-y.
Yeah, yep.
But then I walk past like a rented cabana and I look over and it's 4 of the biggest bears just like kind of in this big old puddle of gross.
Ah.
And
that's what happens when you put a Clydesdale in dressage.
Yeah, and I'm just clopping along like a brony.
This episode got real weird.
It did, and I overheard like them being like, "Oh my god, like look at that man," and that I felt like I was 10 fucking feet tall.
Yeah, you're kind of like a greasy otter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know what they call it when otters dance, but I could see that.
Dude, like, because like you have to work so hard for a woman's compliment, but a gay dude will pick apart not just like your looks, but your fucking outfit.
Oh yeah,
and your stride and all that. They'll get fucking hurtful with that shit. Yeah. Women will be like,
yeah.
I get rejected by women every day, buddy. Like I don't care. Anyway. Let's get on to the news and stop talking about the dressage shit. This episode
was brought to you by Dressage Horse Semen.
Yeah, why not? I think this episode is dressage.
Dressage.
All I know is that horses prance.
A suburban Chicago officer, Radul Boljevic.
You can't read fucking Eastern European names. Give that to me. Let me see this.
Whatever the fuck.
It's the guy.
Don't worry about it.
You cannot read last names.
It's the guy near Chicago that ICE arrested in October.
It's Polish.
No, he was he Russian? Polish?
Let me read the fucking name. Boeviuk.
Yeah, okay. That sounded like fucking gobbledygook. It sounded like you had some dressage dick in your mouth.
Same as your language. Yeah.
No.
Bolshevik.
No, mine's a romance language. Anyway, he was arrested by ICE in October of 2025 for allegedly overstaying his visa. He returned to duty in early December after being released on bond as a Hanover Park police. As Hanover Park police confirmed his legal work authorization and background checks cleared him, sparking debate over his status. Despite federal immigration claims, the village stated he's authorized to work and carry a firearm, while the Department of Homeland Security criticized his release as officers work to enforce his immigration law. All right. That was a really wordy way generated by fucking AI to say that that Polish guy, is that what we're saying he is? Polish?
He's definitely Eastern European.
All right. So the white illegal alien that was a cop near Chicago is now back being a cop near Chicago, even though he overstayed his visa. What are your thoughts?
I mean, if it's Polish.
He might be great. He might be the fucking best cop on that department. Who knows?
If he's Polish, I'm saying throw him out. If he's any other sort of Eastern European, he's fine. But Chicago is typically high population of Polish, so it's probably Polish. He might be great. How long did he overstay his visa? Did he violate his visa conditions other than overstaying it?
Well,
Like the New Hampshire PD one wasn't just overstaying his visa.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Yeah. He came in like a
student visa.
Was it a student visa or was it a... No, his I think was a fucking like a vacation.
Yeah, so there is a difference.
Okay.
So I have a person close to the family that had a student visa, had working papers attached to that student visa, where a tourist visa, you can't fucking work.
Yeah. Anyway, he's back at work. Look, I think he should have never been hired. He may be a great cop. All right. And I hope that if that's the case, that he gets all the shit squared away and he just continues doing his thing. But he's not supposed to be here.
Well, where's your take? Is like, are we... You say it more than I do. Men of higher moral character operating in the gray, right?
Yes.
Does the federal government act that way? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's black and white. And I've met some DHS people. I'm not trying to criticize you, but y'all are basically retarded. It's like, but that is the law. Great. You know, you could read a book. Okay, fantastic. There's a gray area. Is this person moral? Is this person good? Is this person doing the right thing? Is this person, is it a mistake of the heart or a mistake of the head? And that applies to regular ass laws as much as it does to fucking big ass immigration laws.
He's going to have a harder time saying that this is a mistake of the head. He knows when he's supposed to leave the country. That being said, look, if he's a fucking great dude and he's a great cop, he doesn't have any strikes against him, and as far as we can tell that maybe he is Polish and he did just have a brain
That's
fart.
what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. He's Polish. You're like, he should know the laws. It's like,
all right.
But if he's Polish, he's probably not that smart.
If the Hanover Park fucking police chief goes to bat with him with immigration, maybe that's saying enough. And it also could just mean that they're trying to
please, we need people. Stop.
Or they're just trying to hey, look, we fucked up, but if we're gonna we'll back this dude, so we gotta back our
to the
horse
bitter end.
Yeah.
Back our dressage horse.
Yeah. Anyway, who knows if he's a dressage? I don't know if they have dressage in fucking Poland.
No, they all leave.
They gotta leave, right?
They gotta leave.
Do they send him east or west? East, surely gonna die.
East,
west,
they're not gonna be okay.
West, or they're cops in England.
Listen, Poland has the largest and probably one of the most aggressive militaries in Europe right now, and I'm sure there's some real angry, violent dressages in there just repressing the fuck out of it.
I mean, it's a great tactic.
You know what? Just repress that rage.
If you don't want POWs, you just say, hey, listen, our dressage is going to have their way with you if we catch you.
You know what's crazy is Russians claim that it's not gay when they rape prisoners, but it's like a dominance thing, but they just keep on fucking dudes as dudes.
Sounds pretty dressage to me.
Just saying.
All right. A now former Mullins police officer suspended and charged with embezzlement in August after allegedly selling a department-owned cell phone and facing a second charge after SLED, it's like the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, said that he sold another phone belonging to the department.
What is he, retarded?
Well, his name is Christian, spelled Chrissgen. Shemer Gauze, 24, sold an Apple iPhone owned by the Mullins Police Department at an Eco ATM kiosk.
Do they just hire meth heads in South Carolina?
In Mullins for $140.
Cody, donut operator, reach out to us and tell us about how retarded South Carolina police officers are.
Oh, that guy doesn't have the cell phones. Yeah, that led to his arrest on Tuesday after a charge of embezzlement of public funds. Gauze's first arrest in August came after SLED said that he sold an iPhone on May 24th. Both transactions took place at the same Eco ATM kiosk.
How does he go to like his boss and be like, my phone's gone? They're gonna initiate an investigation into that.
So, well, we'll get into it in a second.
It's serialized.
Anyway, he was booked into Marion County Detention Center on Tuesday and posted a $2,500 bond and was released on Wednesday.
I don't think they should
This
hire...
is my thought process, right? So now we're thinking it's like a job phone that's like issued to you.
Yeah.
And yeah, you'd have to be retarded to do something like that, right?
So
if it's your job phone and you're just like that hard up that you're like, man, it's about $140. I could throw that in the thing. My guess is that, I don't know, he's 24. So, I mean, how much investigative experience could he possibly have?
Minimal.
So, you know how like sometimes you can take like evidentiary photos on a smartphone that goes to a
Cloud
database somewhere.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's like a couple of those sitting around, right?
And he just grabbed one.
Or maybe they were no longer being used, right? They're old technology that's sitting in a drawer. And he said...
They said iPhone. It could be an iPhone 13.
That's
it
what
could
I'm
be
saying.
an iPhone 10. But they're...
What the fuck are you trying to say, man? I got an iPhone 13.
Just got to Google...
I don't care about your fucking fake phone with green bubbles.
No, I legitimately, I got rid of the Duraforce Kyocera.
Yes, but you still have green fucking text bubbles. Which just tell me you're poor.
No, so...
It's like you're putting it out there in the world.
We're going to get in a fight real quick.
You can't text the world and go...
Apple degrades the photo quality and text message quality of other phones.
If you texted me, I just won the lottery, and it came up in a green bubble, I would be like, you're still fucking poor. Go
70% of phones out there are on Android operating systems.
Not in America.
Just because you're... I feel like you're as much a fucking Apple fanboy as you are a Glock fanboy, and you're...
two perfect products?
You're being a real dressage about this shit. All right?
I like shit that works every fucking time.
Yeah, my fucking Google phone and my fucking Smith & Wesson and Ruger work just as much as your Fanoik fucking Dressage.
Well, I could tell you that
Apple and
the world of people that don't know dick about firearms that commented, the 3 million people that watched you open a beer with your fucking Ruger.
They didn't know shit about it. Thinking I was breaking my extractor, you fucking retards.
But they all, well, I mean, half of them didn't even realize. I mean, I said Ruger in the video.
But a couple were like, you're going to fuck up the hammer. I'm like, oh, okay. Or you shouldn't do that because a gun could go off. It's like an unloaded gun. We didn't shit on these people enough.
We should. Whatever. Yeah, those were a bunch of fucking dressages.
Yeah,
but anyway, there were
weirdly how big that video was in South America. Like just a lot of. I had to hit Google Translate. You probably just read it. I'm getting vicious tonight. I think there's something in that whiskey.
I can read brown. But yeah, there were a bunch of dressages that were talking a lot of shit about Ruger.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, it's the only thing it's good for. Which I would say, it's very good at it, but Ruger makes a superior firearm. Not a superior firearm, but they make an excellent firearm.
They have the best-selling 22.
Yes. For forever.
Ever.
Basically, like
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
shooter in America
Yeah.
starts on a 1022.
You all have them.
Yeah, all my kids will start on 1022s. That being said, actually, we talked about suppressed 22s.
Oh,
how
yeah, we
you
did.
can no longer go hiking without letting rounds loose.
Yeah, you did text me that. It was like
there's no
once the
I'll never be able to go for like a little nature hike
once they
without shooting guns.
knock out the $200 tax stamp. It's like, yeah, I have no reason not to have a suppressor on every fucking gun.
Yeah, and CCI makes a variety of suppressed or subsonic 22 ammo.
Oh yeah, I have subs.
Yeah.
I have a pack of them. Yeah, we're a dedicated 22 suppressor is probably up there. Like, you should get one for your big rifle if you're going to go hunting or whatever you shoot the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever you shoot the most, you should get that suppressor first. I'm not talking defensive or anything.
The 22 suppressors are
fantastic.
and they're inexpensive.
And if you have
You can get a 22 can for $400.
if you have a 22 that is threaded and a bolt action, and you put subs in that, like, you're not wearing hearing protection. You're shooting that in your backyard. I don't care how big your backyard is. You can shoot that in your backyard. Like, you're good.
I might shoot it from my yard to my neighbor's yard.
We could shoot it down here.
We could.
I thought about setting it up in my house. Like, I could get away with it in my garage and no one would know.
Yep.
I've got a 7-yard garage. Yeah, I'm good.
Yep. Ah, boy. All right. Yeah. Did you see the links I sent you for the JK armament?
Yeah.
Good price.
Yeah.
Good warranty.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting until January. I'm hoping these laws actually everything goes through, and I'm going to spend a little bit of money. We talked about 22 pistols. I think we lost a plot on a news article, but it doesn't matter.
No, some fucking dickhead was selling his phones.
Yeah, fucking retard. There's always a retard. We always hire a retard, but we'll get back in.
All right. So what I'm thinking is that this guy was just like found a phone. It was an old investigative tool, and he decided to fucking sell them.
Just like chilling in a desk drawer somewhere.
Yeah, that's why they got him on embezzlement, because technically those funds should have went back to the department.
Yeah,
and he just kept the money.
You know what? I'm realizing that if I opened up the drawers in my office, which is not patrol, like if I just pulled
you're
them
gonna
open,
find all
I'm
sorts
gonna
of shit
find
that nobody uses.
That's how I end up with like an old 1970s baton.
Yeah,
and
that's how you get a blackjack.
Like every once in a while I found like a speed loader or like a leather holster. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in here? And
because it's amazing how many people leave this job and go, I don't want any of this bullshit.
Did you know that in our building that you started in with our job, that is the newest building?
Yes.
A guy left, retired, and he was running like the program for kids to be involved with police.
Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So his office, when he left, no one used it, and it's bigger than the room we're sitting in right now.
Is it still sitting unused? Or
No,
is it your office now?
Working on it. Working on it. Might have been courtesy of Pat Watson that I figured out how to get into that room.
I can tell you that I don't want to go in a different direction from Pat because I love Pat, but my class got me into our janitor's room and found out that he was living in there.
The janitor from my place?
Yep.
Yeah. No, I know him.
Yeah,
he's not there anymore.
All right. Because that's a good office.
Great guy.
That's also great.
I've been trying to sell that.
You'd have to bring a power washer in there and really.
So
that's a black light. You don't want to go in there with the. But yeah.
Our big boss doesn't know that room exists.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
No.
So I'm not.
It's like the people under the stairs.
I don't want to tell when I realize that like people have been walking by this other room every day, and just assume that it was just like a utility room or whatever.
Yep.
So yesterday I finally got in there and it exists, and there were like stacks of uniforms, stacks of paperwork, old desk, chairs, couch, and I'm like, like centimeter of dust on the table. Like, oh my God, like nobody's been in here.
You should take the old janitor's room and make it like your locker. You just build like those Navy SEAL fucking like, cubbies.
Oh, I could live it.
You could hang all your shit.
I'm kind of thinking I don't tell anyone because when my wife eventually does decide that.
Yeah, we all have this plan. Mine was to put a trailer behind the building.
We talked about the trailers. Yeah. We'd get a dope 2-bedroom trailer if we both got divorced.
Honestly, no. We need separate trailers. It's too dressage if we share a trailer. We make enough money
Those
to each get
dressage guys.
We make enough money to get 2 different trailers. It's going to be dressage enough if we park them next to each other. I was thinking houseboat.
If we're going this direction in the podcast, one of the first places that I actually suggested to my wife when we were looking at houses was a houseboat.
Oh,
on a dock, like owned the slip. And I've owned my house I've been financing my house for 5 years. I don't own it yet. If I did the houseboat route, I would have owned that thing right now. Like, without a doubt, I would have owned it.
Mm-hmm.
Parking would have been a pain in the ass because it's down by the little artsy fartsy part of the town. So it's like,
gotcha.
So it would have been like, parking's a pain in the ass, but I own this shit. I still regret not doing both and buying the house and that thing.
I mean, the houseboat would be paid for, and you'd be in a house. And you'd have a houseboat, so when your wife does kick you out,
you could just
have it.
Move.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be abrupt. You're going to show up one day, all the guns are going to be on the lawn, and she's going to be like,
no lawn if you have a houseboat.
No, then they're in the water, and that's where most of my guns are right now, right? Lost them on a fishing trip.
No, it's crazy. I actually don't own that many guns other than my issued duty gun.
Yep, that's right. Me too.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
Nope.
In fact, I've never even seen a gun.
No. In fact, I'm blind in this eye.
I'm afraid of my duty gun.
Like,
the
I
one
can't.
They gave me, I don't like.
Can't see, feel, hear shit. I don't know where this gun is.
All right.
Anyway.
Baltimore County, Maryland.
Allegations
described as disgusting and nauseating have surfaced within the Baltimore County Fire Department, prompting a police investigation and major public health concerns.
Okay. No,
a paramedic is under investigation after allegedly masturbating and urinating in shared areas inside county fire stations, according to the Baltimore Banner. The paramedic,
wait. Just jerking off in places that he shouldn't have been?
He was also peeing in places he's not supposed to be.
Before I was a cop, I was a... No, it's fine. Go ahead. It's not me, is it? Hold on.
We'll get to the photo in a second. The paramedic is also accused of posting videos of the acts on subscriber-only sites, including OnlyFans, as well as on public social media pages. In a message to staff on December 3rd, Fire Chief Joseph Dixon said an employee accused of misconduct is, quote, not in the workplace at this time, and that the department will conduct hazmat cleaning of all fire stations and offices. David Marks said firefighters and paramedics informed him about the situation several days ago. Dixon said health officials believe that even if the allegations are confirmed, the risk to employees is minimal to none.
I don't care if it's minimal. I don't want the dude jizzing on the fucking toilet seats and the couches. And so when I was an EMT in places, there's beds and you change the sheets and everything, but it's going to soak through the mattress. It's going to... Do you know, like, when you're at a hotel, do you think you're not sleeping on a pile of jizz?
No, I mean, there's a reason I stay in hotels.
To sleep on a pile of jizz?
Yeah. Anyway, Dixon said that health officials believe that even though the allegations... I read that part already. Officials have begun hazmat cleaning of all career fire stations and in all fire department offices within the public safety building to include high-touch surfaces, door handles, push plates, light switches, bathrooms, and all fixtures,
What was he coming on?
Water fountains, kitchens.
He was coming on water fountains and kitchens, wasn't he?
Bunk rooms, beds, furnitures, lockers, inside and out.
Everybody is coming in the bunk rooms. There were people that were fucking in the bunk rooms every single night.
Deep cleaning and sanitizing using germicidal products of floors. Several vehicles will also undergo professional cleaning
so
and
they were filming a lot of this. I'm gonna have to do some research on this one.
This guy jerked off on an entire fire department.
Wouldn't it be some shit if it wasn't a dude?
Oh, well, you could have one of those like squirt parties.
How many women do you know that are really actually good paramedics? So, you know what? I just narrowed it down.
It's the same amount that I know that are like real hardcore squirters.
Yeah.
The few and far between.
I feel like a lot of women exaggerate the squirting. It's just pee.
Yeah, but to do it with so much gumption.
It's just pee, right?
That's fine. But if they're going to pee and they're going to get so enthusiastic about it, like, good for them. Let them enjoy it.
There's like 15 of you ladies that listen to the show. Maybe 10, maybe 20. If you're a real squirter, let us know.
Say that again?
Squirter.
There you go. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
that was weird.
Edit it.
We're not going to edit that.
Fuck you. I'm drunk.
Yeah, that's okay.
If you're a real squirter, let us know. And you can let us know by texting 1-469-420-0268 or emailing rustycuffspodcast@gmail.com. But you should really text a video of you really squirting because we don't believe you at 1-469-420-0268. If you can really squirt, because nobody believes you, and we'll keep this 100% private, but if you can really squirt, that's 1-469-420-0268.
I mean, this is basically just like proving UFOs exist. This is not,
I saw one.
I mean, if that's, are we talking about UFOs or are we talking about squirters?
I saw one.
Okay.
I saw one.
Yeah, then, okay, I'm right there with you.
I saw one.
Then I saw two.
I saw one, and I'm pretty sure
I've had an illustrious career. Searching for them.
I'm pretty sure they were being exaggerated with everything. You can tell.
They're putting on a show.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate the show, but don't let me know that I know it's a show. You know what I mean? I want to be fooled into believing that I'm doing a really good job of finding that UFO. It's right at the top, right? The UFO, and you just wiggle your finger back and forth.
I thought that was the old man in the sea.
It's the man in the canoe, right? It's just like a UFO.
That's what they tell you.
Just like the female orgasm. Squirters, clitorises, and UFOs don't exist.
Yeah, you have to get deep into the archives of the CIA if you want to figure out how to find the clitoris. All right. Before we go, I want to talk about ICE operations in Minnesota and Michigan. All right. So it seems...
Did you say Minnesota, Michigan?
No, Minnesota and Michigan.
Gotcha. So, the UP.
Yes. For all you not white militia people, he's talking about the Upper Peninsula.
Some of my family lives in Wisconsin, too.
It's all the same to me, man.
Fair enough.
Just fucking angry whites.
I'm not angry. I'm the least angry I've ever been in my life.
Okay. I'm sorry. I take it back.
I'm gonna write that down.
Getting all dressage.
I'm gonna make a note of that.
That's gonna be in your manifesto. I can't wait until I end up on your mailing list. Anyway, so ICE operations in Minnesota and Michigan are underway this week, and my guess is they're probably going to continue through Christmas because you can't go around catching browns before Christmas. But you know what you can catch? Those browns.
Yeah.
And probably pretty easy to find now that it's super fucking cold up there because they're going to be inside.
I mean, if you were really dedicated as an ICE agent, you'd wait until spring or summer and look for the guys that in April, May are wearing real winter gear. That's how you catch
I
them.
assume that it's still cold up there in April and May.
It is. But,
I mean, couldn't you just go around looking for the guys that are in the man dresses? I'm sorry, the dressages?
It's not like you're looking for the guys in shorts in May. And there are dudes in shorts in May in Michigan.
That's a white dude thing.
I mean, when you say it, it sounds racist.
Okay.
It hurts my feelings when you say it.
There's only one type of person that wears
Sounds
shorts
like you're
in winter.
othering me right now.
Yeah. Shorts in winter is a white guy thing.
It's not my fault you can't hack it.
Oh, I can hack it.
Just because you have like vaguely white features and beautiful, penetratingly steel blue eyes.
We're doing it all. You're fucking dressaging me up over here. I'm not paying for any of these drinks.
But you're too swarthy to blend in with the rest of us.
Like I said, I don't make the property value go down, but I also can't pick up takeout without people thinking I'm an Uber driver. You know, it's like the perfect kind of brown. All right, so before we get out of here, I just want to thank Pat Watson and Uncensored Tactical for having cuffs.
Oh my God, amazing.
So yeah, that was a great experience for him, and now he's fucking hooked. So he's going to be doing all sorts of wizardry.
I'm doing
he's doing it right now.
now.
He's decoding a fucking combo lock as we speak. So I'm looking forward to future stories of him doing all sorts of weird white guy magic on some locks. And yeah, so for all of us here at the Rusty Cups Podcast, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, train hard.
We love you.